Welcome to episode 2. In this episode I'm going to teach you the tools that you need in order to make a decent basket. You really don't need a lot of tools to start basketry. I've been teaching a long time and I have lots of tools, but you don't need them. I don't use most of my tools most of the time. What you do need is a decent pair of secateurs. They don't have to cost a lot of money. The first pair of secateurs that I ever bought for weaving, I spent a lot of money on them. They had like a 25-year guarantee. They had a lovely wooden handle. They were really expensive. And I found out pretty much straight away that they were useless for the job that I wanted them for. These secateurs they were about £15. They're really lightweight. They're Japanese tempered steel, so the blade on them's really, really sharp. And it's really easy to keep them sharp. I don't have to sharpen them very often. You need something sharp and pointy, so this is a traditional basketry tool called a bodkin. If you can't find a bodkin, if you don't have access to one, you can start with a flathead screwdriver. Knitting needles are also quite useful. I also have a wrapping iron, which is another traditional basketry tool. You just need something heavy. Once we start weaving up the side of the basket, it's called wrapping down. I'll tap down on the basket. It'll keep it flat and neat. So it's quite a useful tool, but you don't need a specialist wrapping iron. Just something that you can gently hammer down on. I wanted to show you, these are not all the bodkins that I have. I have a lot of bodkins. Traditionally, some basket work was really large scale basket work. So a skip, for example, that you would put all of your rubbish in that you might hire. Skips originally were woven baskets. They were the same shape that they are today, but you can imagine they're really big baskets. So a large bodkin like this is for much larger work, and I hardly ever use it. This is another bodkin that was gifted to me. I very rarely do work that big, so it sits in a box most of the time. Curved bodkin is really useful. We don't need this in this basket, but it's useful for when you're trying to get through material. It's not so good when you're trying to put holes in it because it's at the wrong angle. So again, for me it's a useful tool because I weave a lot, but it's not a tool that I use all the time. But the bodkin that I use daily is the first bodkin that I ever bought. So you don't necessarily have to have lots of tools, and you don't need to spend a fortune on them. This was made by a blacksmith locally to me, and it's still my favourite bodkin. It's really nice to use. I've got a reusable zip tie. These are really handy. I can fasten it like that, and then it has a little button and I can let go. Zip ties are great because they've got really, really good tension. I have some string, so you don't need to have zip ties, you can have string. It's important to have some kind of weight in your basket. So this is from a dumbbell. I found it on a flea market. They cost a few pounds. I have a whole selection of them, so they're really good. I have this great stone that I found on a beach years ago. This is actually my favourite weight. It's got like a little curved bit there that sits really well in the middle of a basket. So again, you don't need to spend a fortune. If you find something that works, brilliant. You don't need to use anything else. So we've had a quick run through of the kind of tools that you'll need to complete your first basket. In the next episode, we're finally going to start the weaving. I'm going to show you how to make a really, really good English base. If you're following along, please leave your comments and feedback below. It'd be really nice to see what you're all up to. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.